Today, our women are being taught you don't need a man.
Right.
So that would mean that's the opposite of what that just said.
That's right.
Because God said, no, teach them to love their husband.
Right.
It didn't say to be independent. It said, no, teach the younger women to love your husband so you will be groomed as a child on how to love a man.
Right.
But today we tell them, you do your own thing. You're just fine. You're a single mother. You go do you and be great.
Right.
God said no. And no one else can say that 200 million of their people were killed. Even the Jewish man, they'll say 6 million. Does that compare to 200 million?
Bring it out!
But we'll all cry for them, but we won't cry for us.
Wake them up!
Because we've been taught to love everybody else but us through slavery.
Right.
Let's read that. Read 22 and 5 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
And let's see what the last part of the verse say. Go ahead.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Our women can't wear pants. Go ahead.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Our men can't wear dresses. Go ahead.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
I didn't write that. That's a law in the Bible that everybody that does is an abomination to God.
Right.
So then we'll say, I love you, Lord. But he said, no, you're an abomination to me right now.
Do that pertain to jury also?
No. Let's go to that. Let's read that. Because the jury, remember it tells you don't be about the braided hair, right? And the jury, right? That's saying don't make your appearance. Because don't our women today, don't they get the BBLs and all the flashy clothes, all the expensive purses to show to people? But do they have a good mind? No. They would rather sleep with 2,000 men and then they want us to marry them.
Wake them up!
What man wants a woman that everybody's seen naked?
Right.
Do you? Are you married, right? Let's say this is you wasn't. Would you want a woman that has slept with 2,000 men? No. What about you, sir? Would you want a woman to see? But then our women will make it about their outer appearance, get the fake booties. Well, some of our women, that's just how they naturally look. A lot of them got their body is just like that because God said our women will be better than every woman on the earth.
Right.
And they themselves hate what God made. So go and make themselves fake and then say, I want to look. They'll make themselves fake hair, fake body, and say, I want a real man.
Bring it out!
And that's how we are. And then our women will say, well, why won't nobody marry us? Our black women, you'll get married 25% in your life.
Right.
1 out of 4 women, black and Hispanic women, get married in their life. But literally, 1980s, 80 to 90%. And we was literally right after slavery. It was 80 and 90% in the 70s and 80s. And now today, 20, 30 years removed, 25. All because we still have a slave mindset. Back then, family was valued more because we understood that in order for our kids to grow up right, the father had to be there. Because who's the disciplinarian? We are. We don't, our emotions, y'all love the kids regardless, you hug them, we need that. But somebody got to be that disciplinary where we don't care nothing about your feelings. This is what the world is going to do to you, and this is how you're going to be brought up. This is what you're going to do, or you can't be in my house. Women say, you know what, he just needs to be worked on. Men like, no, you're either going to do it my way or that's it. Am I right?
Right.
Am I right? Mm-hmm. And that's why most children that grow up with both parents or just the father have an 80% chance that they will never go to prison in their life. With the mother, there's 80% chance they will.
Right.
Literally, if both parents are in the house, it's the same if I raise them by myself. If the man raised a child by himself, it is the same as the woman and the man raising them. But you take the man out the house, now you got the prison system that we got today. All our kids are in prison because our women are single mothers.
Right.
First Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
And then I got to go to a question about women pastors. Got to go there.
Who's adorning? Let it not be that outward adorning.
Let it not be an outward adorning. Don't let it be an outward appearance. Fix your inside first. Don't be beautiful on the outside and ugly on the inside is what this is saying. Go ahead.
Of plaiting the hair.
Oh, great, because everybody, we get our hair all nicely done. And we like, now people, we don't even like our hair. It ain't even plaited no more. Now it's weave now.
Bring it out!
We don't even like the hair. We got hair like God in Christ and we hate woolly hair.
Right.
My hair is like God in Christ.
Right.
And God said, I see fit to give it to you, and you'll go make it look like everybody else's has.
Right.
Go ahead.
And of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel.
Go ahead.
But let it be the hidden man
Let
of
it
the
be
heart.
what? Let it be what, hidden man?
The hidden man of the heart.
Of the heart, your inside person, which is in your mind. Your mind gotta be right. So don't let it be about the outward appearance. Let it be about the person that's in the mind.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with looking beautiful. But if this is ugly, you got a problem.
Right.
Because what's gonna happen? All the mistakes, all of the anger, all the bitterness, now no marriage.
Right.
Now no marriage. Let's go to that in Timothy. So about the women pastors. Let's read it.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11.
Let's see what God says about women pastors.
Listen.
This is what we in the New Testament.
New Testament.
This is the New Testament now. Go ahead.
Let the women learn in silence.
Let the women do what?
Learn in silence.
I didn't write that. That's the Bible. Christ, God, had that written for us today. Go ahead.
With all subjection.
Because our women don't want to be in subjection under the men.
Where is he reading from?
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9, 11. Go ahead.
But I suffer not a woman to
The
teach.
word suffer mean I allow not a woman to teach.
Right.
So you can't be over me. Like he understood it when I said it because he grew up that way. He's taught something different than what we're taught. He's taught that the man is over the woman. We're taught y'all are equal. Or now the woman is over the man. That's not what God said. God said no woman, learn in silence.
Right.
So who do you think she got to learn from if she's silent?
Man.
Watch. Let's get that. Is that it on that verse? Was that at the end of that verse? Let's read the rest of the verse, then go to 1 Corinthians 14 and 33.
Bring it up.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
So God says, I don't allow you to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. It didn't say your husband. Any man. It didn't say your husband right there. So there's no way. I'm a grown man. Yes, you are older than me. But once I turn 20, at that moment, I'm over you.
Right.
According to God.
Right.
Because now I'm supposed to have been raised up to respect my elders. I'm supposed to have been raised up to respect my women and my brothers.
Right.
But I'm also supposed to take that leadership role where you don't got to be in front of me. It's my job to be in front of you. Stay back there. I'll protect you. But I'm not going to protect you if you don't want me to be in this place and you want to rule me. I will let you go out there and abuse yourself. Now 25% get married.
Bring it up.
That's what's happened.
Right.
Because men don't want to protect their woman. They want to argue with him like she a man. Because the first thing we'll see happen is that I'm gonna get you. First thing we'll see, they'll fight. A woman will fight, and you see it on YouTube like crazy now. She a girl. Wait, why is she fighting the man in the bar? Why was she hitting him? Now he turned on her and he protected. She done hit him in the face. Now he turned around and boom. Now everybody like, wait, she's a girl. Why was you hitting that man? Now he never should have hit her. But is he supposed to just sit there and get beat up? Everybody will say no. Everybody will be like, I don't know if I want to answer that. But it's really like, no, he's not supposed to sit there and take a beating.
Right.
But it'd be our own women that will beat us. And then when we turn around and say, I'm not protecting you no more. My hands are free. Then we'll say you're abusive. Wait, you just beat me up. I hit you one time because you thought you was equal to me until that manly strength comes out that is naturally a divine.
Right.
We don't understand that until it does not benefit you.
Right.
As women. We take it as everybody equal until it does not benefit you no more. Because it doesn't benefit you to fight me because you can't win.
Right.
It doesn't benefit you to go out here and change your tire in the rain because you call us. It doesn't benefit you to call me to come remove you out of a burning house. We don't call fire women to pack grown men out of a firehouse. We would rather that fireman show up. Am I right?
True.
So, but then we'll say, you can't rule me though. When not my job, think about it. We have a lot of young kids out here. Our sisters are walking around half naked. They're in danger right now. I would not let my wife come out showing her body. You know why? Because the first man that says something, what am I expected to do now? What are we expected to do?
Fight.
So there it is. So instead of putting ourselves in that, what will we say as men? Cover up. Don't come out the house like that because you ain't putting me and you in danger. Because it's our job as men to protect the house.
Right.
We don't want no unnecessary fight. Now, if this something break out because you just straight up crazy, we cool with that. But when you bring the danger, Why would we want to be in that situation because you don't want to listen to me? I want to wear what I want to wear. Well, you protect yourself then. How about that?
Right.
You protect yourself. And then our women say, well, why don't y'all protect them? She getting beat up. Well, y'all, why didn't nobody tell her to cover up like he said at home? Go ahead, let's read that again. Let's read it again. Read that verse again.
But I suffer not a woman to teach,
Go ahead.
nor to usurp authority over the men.
That's what God said. That's the New Testament. Let's read another New Testament. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33.
Go ahead.
For God is not the author of confusion.
So you understand that no woman must be teaching already, right? Now watch this. God said he's not the author of confusion. So wherever there's confusion, let's see who's going to be there. Go ahead.
But of peace.
But he's the author of peace. Because don't all us as men say we want peaceful homes. Am I right? Let's see how we get peace. Go ahead.
As in all churches.
As in all churches. Go ahead.
Of the saints.
Of the saints, because the Israelites is called the saints in Psalms. Go ahead.
Let your women keep silence in the churches.
How does the church stay peaceful? What did the Bible just say?
Woman be silent.
Because you know what happens when women teach? The Lord said, the Lord told me. How did God tell us anything in the Bible? Don't he send prophets every time? So he's not going to tell you directly. It's not going to be a knowledge to beam down in your head. He's going to send a teacher. Think about it today. Who's the teacher today? Who are they right now? Right now, while we standing here, who's the teachers right now with y'all today? Yes, it's us, right? Kind of funny. How we're the teachers. We are teachers, and we're teaching you something that our women and men pray for all the time. Wisdom and understanding. And God said, I will send my pastors who will teach you according to the Bible. We're not telling you our opinion. We're telling you exactly what God said. And it doesn't feel good because it's not what you was taught. So you kind of battle with it like, oh, wow. But we're telling you exactly what God said. The pastors in the churches are not sent by God because he said we would not be in churches. We'll be right outside where you at. Ain't we outside where you at? We're going to read it out of the Bible. Go ahead. No, go back. I want to finish that.
Verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches.
Go ahead.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
So that's the Bible. It said to stop confusion. Now, our women, what are they supposed to teach? Let's get that. Our women, what they supposed to teach. Because there is people that y'all teach. It's not me though. You teach me when I'm this big. Once I get this big, you're not my teacher. Men are. And I'm your teacher at that point. Go ahead.
Titus chapter 2, verse 3.
Go ahead.
The aged women likewise.
So it said likewise, because just 2 verses before it told the men how to be. Well, we had to be temperate. We had to be sober. We got to be cool-headed. We can't be easily made angry because we have to be on our A game at all times.
Right.
And we have to look over. We not just have to protect our people. We also got to protect our wives. Go ahead.
That they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
So just like the man, you got to be in behavior as coming holiness. Go ahead.
Not false accusers.
Don't our women lie on our people all today? They gossip all the time now. Don't be false accusers. That's a sin to be a gossiper. Go ahead.
Not given too much wine.
Don't be a drunkard. You got to be sober, clear-minded. So don't be drinking and going crazy. Go ahead.
Teachers of good things.
The teachers of good things, teachers of God's laws. That's the good things in the Bible according to Romans. It said God's laws are good. So if you're not teaching God's laws, you're not teaching what God said.
Right.
So if you don't know them to teach them, don't teach. So it's telling you what to teach. God is telling you exactly what you teach. Teachers of good things, go ahead.
That they may teach the young women.
Because you got to teach young women and children. Go ahead.
To be sober.
You got to teach those young women to be clear-minded.
To love their husbands.
To love who?
Their husbands.
Today our women are being taught you don't need a man.
Right.
So that would mean that's the opposite of what that just said.
That's right.
Because God said no, teach them to love their husbands.
Right.
It didn't say to be independent. It said no, teach the younger women to love your husband so you will be groomed as a child on how to love a man.
Right.
But today we tell them you do your own thing, you're just fine, you're a single mother, you go do you and be great.
Right.
God said no. There's nothing wrong with an education. There's nothing wrong with that. But the intent of that education is to be a helpmeet to a husband that also has an education that is doing well as well. It ain't to be, I'm going to go do my own thing and I'm going to be single and then when I get 40 or whatever, now I want to get married. It's too late. You don't
Right.
slept with too many men. The good
Right.
men don't want you no more.
That's
What
right.
do it say about profanity?
Okay, what is profanity?
Cursing and saying.
Now, the Bible doesn't say anything as far as that. It says using opprobrious words, yes. But profanity, like saying is ass in the Bible, yes. Is damn in the Bible, yes. Are those cuss words?
It's depending on how you use it.
No.
It's not.
There's no such thing as a curse in the Bible. Is me saying you are let God curse you and you go to hell. I don't have a hell to put nobody in. So I can't put that judgment on you. That would be me cursing you. But if I say, listen, bruh, if you don't repent, you're going to be damned. That's not a sin. That's not a curse word. We have been taught these words are offensive. Y'all understand that? So, brother, how you doing? My sister, now watch this. I got one more law for you. Because we read about the pants, right?
Yeah.
So now we understand what should we do with the pants.
Get rid of them.
There you go. Plain and simple. Get rid of them and put on what? Skirts and dresses, right? Y'all can come up, family. Watch this. I got another verse. Watch this. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 30. Yes, I want to read about the hair. Because I see you have blonde tips in your hair, right? Blonde tips.
I'm borrowing it for now.
You blonde it every
She bought it for now.
Okay, so we had the people out here, our people like our sisters that walk around with blonde hair and everything, right? Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 13, verse 29. If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard.
So we're saying if a man or woman have a plague on the head or beard, because talking about a man and a woman, because some of our men will dye their hair blonde, am I right? See that crap? Or some of my sisters, they'll dye their hair blonde or wear a blonde wig. Go ahead.
Then the priest shall see the plague.
It's calling it a plague right now. Let's see what the plague is. Go ahead.
And behold, if it be in it, sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
Yellow hair. What's the French word for yellow? Blonde. Now, our people wear blonde hair and want to blonde their hair. Watch this. And this is why they do it. This is who they want to be. They'll say, no, I don't. Well, your hair and God's hair is the same. Naturally, it's woolly. Why would you ever change it to be like the false God?
Right.
Because that's not Jesus. That's not God. But God hair is look like ours, like woolly. What people call nappy hair is beautiful hair to God. Our hair actually defies gravity. It's the only hair that will stand up. Everybody else's hair fall down. Our hair is the only one that will stand up in a fro, am I right? Wind be blowing, that's just me just like this. I used to have one. I used to have a fro. I had long hair, I had braids and everything. So I know it will stand up. Everybody else's hair is dead. Our hair is the only hair that's alive. And we don't like it. We want it to look like theirs. So God said that's a plague. Go to Proverbs 3:31. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Let's see what God said.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Don't envy the people that oppress you. Don't envy them. Go ahead.
And choose none of his ways.
Choose none of their ways. We read that earlier for Christmas, but that goes deeper than just Christmas. Don't look like them. Right now, our women bleach their skin to be light skinned. Am I right? Am I right? Our women bleach their skin to be light skinned. I love the sun because I want to be black like Christ.
Right.
We just come from traveling. A lot of us went over to Africa, to the islands. You got nothing but our people walking around. And they bleaching their skin to look like white people. And now it's making them sick. And they're dying. Because they hate themselves, because they think they're looking like him. And they'll literally tell you, I want to look white.
Think about Trump in the Bible trying to sell his Bible and putting the Constitution in the Bible. And he's trying to sell
The Bible with the Constitution in it?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Okay, so
God said about it.
now
And take the Bible and use it for gain and add it to his book.
let's hear that in songs where it say, where the brother, if you don't take, well, you got my Bible in your hand. Listen to this right here. Let's see what God said, because we're the Israelites, right?
Yeah.
Are we the only ones the Bible was written for? Or do you think the Bible was written for everybody? Hold that. Let's go to Psalms 147. Let's prove it's not. The Bible was written for one race.
Yes, sir.
And you're the only one. That's why it's funny how All these people got the Bible, but they cannot explain it how what we're doing.
Right.
Because we're the only ones that can understand the Bible truthfully.
That's right.
We're the only ones that know what it says, and we can apply it. Because we're the only ones that are the people of God.
That's
Watch
right.
this.
So-
So we're going to prove it. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 19.
Go ahead.
Bring it out. He showed his word unto Jacob.
Jacob had 12 sons, and his name was changed to Israel, remember? Now let's see. Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments unto
He
Israel.
only showed the laws to Israel. Go ahead.
He hath not dealt so with any
He
nation.
ain't do that for nobody else. The Bible ain't for everybody. It's only for them. I gave y'all the laws and the commandments. That's it. Now watch this. Go ahead.
And as for his judgment,
As for the judgments of breaking those laws, watch this.
they have not known them.
Don't the other races sin? Didn't they put us in slavery? But why do we get treated the worst? Because they don't know the judgments of God, because they're not the sons. We're being punished by them because God doesn't have a physical belt. He has a spiritual belt. And that belt looks like this. Every time the Israelites sinned against God, he put them in slavery. Every time in the Bible. And then one of them, he said, you're going on slave ships this time. Ain't that our history, though? Because we are the real Jews. We're the only ones that know what it's like to be judged by God. Because everybody else is living their life and they doing what they want to do. But they don't have the same laws we got. Y'all have children? That's your wife right here? Y'all have children, right? Your rules don't apply to my kids' rules. Because they're not your kids. So when your kids disobey you, you punish them. You don't punish mine. That's how God is. Where do you think you learned that from? Because you were made in his image. You act just like him. You don't go around beating everybody else's kids because you didn't give them the rules. You act like God in your house, and then we don't understand that when we read the Bible when God is just like us.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.